back to the channel here, and it's me, that crazy king. Welcome back to the channel, me and my bro.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Record.
We're here, we're gonna turn this into like a podcast discussion type of thing. So yeah, we're gonna be discussing all the sorts. And since I built the cemetery last time, I did not plan this. We are going to be talking about season 2 of, wait, what the hell? Season 2, crap, of Umbrella Academy.
By the way, spoiler alert for those who have not seen it.
Yeah, we're just gonna say spoiler alert right now. We're gonna talk about it in depth.
And the comics, if I might bring up some points from there. Speaking of the show, let's start off. Who's your favorite character?
Yeah, tell us in the comments below who your favorite character is, and I will respond.
I was asking you.
Oh, asking me? I think my favorite character is still Klaus.
Yeah, same.
It's still Klaus. Like, season 1 was Klaus. It wasn't Klaus at first because of the drug stuff.
No, it was Klaus at first for me.
But then, like, in the middle, like, as soon as this episode 2 happened, I think I was like, oh man, this guy is flipping awesome. But yeah, season 2 is good. It started off really hot. I'm not a huge fan of them teasing us what the powers are and like what they can do, and then not giving us that, because they never really give us what the powers they are. Like, Evan will talk more in depth because like he's actually read a lot of the comics.
Well, I haven't read the comics, but I've like looked into it.
Yeah, so he like knows a lot more about
the comics. So
he knows a lot more about the comic stuff, and like, yeah. So okay, first off, episode 1. How'd you feel about episode 1?
I liked it. I mean, okay, well, episode 1, a lot happened. I don't really remember like everything in detail from the episodes.
Okay.
All I remember is like a lot happened within the episodes and a lot of random crazy stuff.
I guess we can
like,
just talk. I guess we can just talk about it like sporadically, like, oh, what, like this and this. So we don't have to talk about it in order. That we can do that. Episode 1 was a really good beginning. I really like how the show began. Them in different time periods in the 60s. I was not expecting that the route to go in.
Yeah, me either.
I was not expecting that to be the route they went in, because I thought a lot of fans, including me, speculated that they were gonna go back into their kid bodies. But that's not what happened. Because I think they only used the kids like once in the show, and it was like the ending of the show.
Well, I mean, they brought it back later on.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad decision. I'm just like expressing my like how it happened and stuff. Going again, spoilers. So like Hazel dies straight up in like the first 5 seconds, and it's
stupid. Like I can't believe they just murdered Hazel like that.
I liked Hazel, and I really hope his death means something. Maybe it'll give
he
Hazel.
Just popped up and died. It was like so random.
Well, I feel like his character really doesn't have anywhere to go.
True.
So like, I guess it was the best decision. Alright, I gotta build this. But yeah, I like the fact that they at least acknowledged him instead of, you know, didn't acknowledge him.
Could you make me operator? I kinda wanna give myself night vision.
Oh yeah, sure. I liked how cool he looked in the huh?
Snap.
Oh. Remember operator. Cool. So I feel like the world really helped when you acknowledge the stuff in the show. At first I wasn't a huge fan of the handler being the villain again, because it's like, oh, okay, again, like, and also I'm really not a fan of how she survived. Like, yeah. She had metal plate in her head. Yeah, sure, fine, but like, wasn't the world blowing up before?
What?
Like, even when like they all jumped to the past. They jumped to the past when the Earth, when like everything was getting destroyed.
Yeah, which was kind of stupid because it's like, I mean, time travel rules. They went back to like the 60s, right? So, if you went back to that time, kind of whatever you did would change that. You killed everybody. You think, you know?
Yeah.
which is kind of what happened with the Sparrow Academy thing. But like,
Oh, let's wait on that one. Let's wait on that. But yeah, like the show starts off with, of course, Allison being in a '60s diner, which has the fun aspect of the '60s. Segregation. I feel like it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned to have the whole like Black Lives, all the Black rights thing, civil rights. That's what I was meant to say. Civil rights stuff happen. This looks bad, right?
no, kind of.
Huh?
Maybe use slabs.
Make them slabs? Oh, that would be
Maybe.
way better. That's a way better idea. Okay. Um, yeah, to allow them, like, I get, like, why they did it, because it's the '60s, but I feel like a big problem with the season, this is my first criticism of the show, is that everyone has a side story, except for, like, Luther, but everyone has a side story, okay, again, except for Five, because his story is, like, the main story or whatever, but, like, that's it. Everyone has, like, a side story that they're kind of trying to accomplish along with the regular story. Like, Clausen's cult, that's not as bad, because at least it, like, doesn't really have a story to go on. It just has characters. Like, it doesn't really have anything, like, oh, because he tries to solve it multiple times, and, like, it doesn't matter, because they're cult followers. So they'll just follow him no matter what, even if he says some stupid stuff. So yeah, that's a commentary on the cult life for you. And then they have Allison's civil rights thing, which yeah, is disgusting. I get it. Like that's the stuff that was happening in the '60s, and of course Allison would want to be a part of that scene. But like, I don't know. I feel like the most compelling one of the side stories was Vanya, right?
What do you mean?
Like I liked Vanya's story. Maybe it's because I like She-Ra and like all that.
I think it's because there were so many like it was the most delved into, you know?
Yeah.
Because she kind of did cause the apocalypse both times.
Both times weren't her fault. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. The apocalypse happens again, which is the storyline for this season. Nuclear war, which is how the season starts. All 6 of them, including Ben, are fighting off Russians in Dallas.
Well, if it includes Ben, that's 7. Oh wait, no, 5 wasn't there.
Yeah, so I'm saying 6. Where the slabs?
The first tab.
If it's just like
Up.
Up?
To the right 1, down 1.
Cool. Does it look better? Maybe if I do this. Yeah, then that allows for a lot of fun aspects of the show. Sorry. Yeah, Vanya's a lot better in this season, I guess. Like, Vanya slowly became my second favorite character in the show. Because, like, they stopped letting her, like, they made her a lot better of a character. I don't know, I guess it's because of the whole, like, she's not really the same character aspect of the show. Is this slanted? Oh, no, it isn't. Okay. What do you think?
I mean, but what exactly?
Did you like Vanya's character, like, better in this season, or?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, Vanya, like, it's hard to really speculate that because Vanya's kind of like her character didn't really change much. You know, it seems like she just kind of like wanted someone to be with, you know? And it was I like the love story thing. That was cool with Sissy. And I was actually kind of disappointed when Sissy didn't come with her.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, I want to see Vanya have that, like, happy ending, you know? So.
Like, honestly, I felt like this season was going to be the end of the entire show with, like, all the stuff they were setting up.
Yeah.
But
kind of
then...
made it seem like that.
And then the end happened. I don't want to just jump to the... Do you just want to jump to the end and talk about that? Well, it's not really fair because we've seen the entire show and we're like fresh off the ending, so we kind of just want to talk about the ending. I guess we should talk about some other stuff too. Diego has the best line in the show. You got recognize the game I got. Like, what was that line? Huh?
I don't know.
It was so good. Like, he said, like, they were talking about how, Five was talking about how he couldn't be in the commission. And he's like, I made that machine my bitch. y'all motherfuckers gotta recognize that I got shit on you and we don't know what's happening. Like, somewhere along that line. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't know word for word, but it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I wish you could die fire. Wouldn't it be cool?
What?
If you could die fire.
That would be cool, I guess. But
oh, we can't put lanterns on half slabs. That's interesting to know. I'm trying to make this. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this barren house. And I'm gonna let you guys decide what I should do with it. 'Cause it looks kind of barren, and I'm gonna probably fix these borders. Yeah, I'll probably just fix the borders now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where are the steps? 7, what, like, anything you want to bring up?
Not really. Yeah.
Hey, Evan, one sec, real quick. Turtle helmet.
So it's I didn't really know much about the actual series of Umbrella Academy until I saw the show. So I figured I'd look into like what it came from, you know, like the original inspiration for this series, which is a comic book series with the same name. And a lot of the characters are very different, you know, like they look different, but not only that, they have like different powers and stuff. And it kind of dives more into their childhood in the comic series, written by like Gerard Way or something like that.
I feel like the whole like comic book aspect of the show is like really interesting because it's like a lot of people would kind of assume like because there's a lot of changes in the comic books I know, right? There's a lot of differences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they actually have names in the comic books, right?
Like code names and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, every super has a code name. I'm just saying that they're like technically the original code names were their numbers, wasn't there?
Not really. They had like, well, each of them had their own thing. I don't know if it's like they made those up later on because I don't know much about the comics, but like I know that they do have like, you know, actual names and their code names given to them. I don't know by who, but you know, basically like one or Luther is I think like Space Boy, and then two Diego it's the Kraken, uh, the Rumor, the Seance, the Boy, the Horror, etc. So,
Okay. On that note, so yeah, like the whole aspect, like, well, like I really like the villains of the show this season. I wasn't expecting like the handler as much. I really like the new character they brought in, Lila, especially the new villains, the Swedes. I think I think that's the name they ended up with. I kind of don't like it, but I feel like that's the name they ended up with. So like, yeah, the Swedes, them, they were really fun, honestly. Like, you know, owning a cat lady's house, pretending like it's theirs. Where's the glowstone? Yeah, like I love how they kind of just slowly died off one on one, and like you know, they're a really good villain, like a good silent type villain that really only talked in like Swedish. Is that language Swedish?
I don't know.
I don't think
Pretty
Swedish
sure.
has a language, right? Like,
Well,
isn't it like, don't they speak like multiple languages?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're asking me that question. Anyways,
Crap.
yeah, they were a good villain. I thought that like the whole they each died off and that one was left. I thought it was like kind of like oh no, you know, like it was kind of crazy because they were triplets and they all went into assassinations together, and then I don't know where all of them die. Like you know, I can only imagine what that would be like for them. You know.
Yeah, because you get the impression that they're like really silent. They have a lot of character for literally not speaking any words until like the 8th episode or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, no, but seriously, where are the glowstone? Am I being dumb right now?
Huh?
Am I being dumb? Like, where's the glowstone?
I forgot.
I guess I'm just gonna look it up because I can't find it. Yeah. Does the glowstone not exist anymore? Oh, that's what it looks like. That's weird. It looks like light.
Did you
Okay.
forget what it looks like?
Hey, villager. Cool. Cool. And there we go. Oh, and no one commented on the last video, so we don't really have any gravestones to fill. So yeah, as soon as you guys start putting comments in, I'm gonna make this graveyard like like longer and longer and longer until like yeah, maybe I'm like levels and shit. That's my plan for the graveyard. I'm just gonna put names there. Maybe even put like names in the actual thing for maybe I can make a Patreon. That'd be kind of interesting. Anyways, yeah, Umbrella Academy. Is it a good show? Yes, it's a really good show. Season 2 is really good. My biggest problem with it is I feel like, I don't know, like there's no really villains. Like all the villains, like the only villain that actually had superpowers was Lila, and like she wasn't really a villain. She kind of was just used as a minion, which kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah, she kind of got played like the whole series.
That would be cool, Evan.
I didn't like that one.
Imagine with me, Evan, like this area, there's like two like mountains combining into like one castle, right?
Maybe make something in between. I don't know about the whole both of the mountains. Like,
well, no, like the middle is like
kind of ridiculous.
The middle of the castle, like the middle of the hills, is like the castle. No, you don't think that'd be cool?
Yeah, I like it.
I think if I got some people, maybe we could do it. You know, like making like a legitimate like castle with like groups and shit. Like, right here, overseeing this entire village. Yeah, so we're gonna turn this whole creation thing into like a podcast review thingamajig. I'm just gonna talk about certain topics. Umbrella Academy is one of I think my favorite like superhero TV shows right now. Like, I really like how, like, I don't know, maybe it's like I like superheroes that are like treated as D-list superhero shows. Like, I'm getting into Doom Patrol. I kind of want to finish it, but like my HBO Max subscription is weird, so I have to, wait on that. But yeah, I really can't wait to finish Doom Patrol. That's the energy I really felt from Umbrella Academy. It's like Doom Patrol and stuff. Or I guess Umbrella Academy is older than Doom Patrol, so maybe like Umbrella Academy gives me like Doom Patrol vibes. So yeah, maybe we'll do Doom Patrol into a video. But like, I really like the aspect of realism mixed in with the comic book camp of a show, you know? Because like you still have like realistic stuff, like a lot of their powers are a lot cooler. Like I hear in the comics, like Evan told me like a couple things about the comics last night, so I can like ground up. The comics I still think are a little bit more weird than they probably should be, because Dark Horse is weird, you guys. Like literally, guys, go read Dark Horse comics. You think DC's like gloom and shit? Like read a Dark Horse comic, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Like Mask, like the Mask is on my Dark Horse, by the way. Like read a Mask comic, yo. Like
yeah, like even like their powers are different. Like some of them are more powerful, some of them will have different powers. It's like kind of shit show because it's almost all over the place. Like for example, the Kraken or Diego in the show, they call him that because like he literally, his power is holding his breath indefinitely. Which, like, I don't mean to be that guy, but it's kind of a sucky power, you know? Like, if you could choose a power, you shouldn't choose that one. Not you wouldn't, you shouldn't choose that one. Because it's kind of lame, you know?
Yeah, it's like, off the bat, getting him, like, Aquaman level, yes. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even an Aquaman hater. Like, I love Aquaman, like, but, like, come on. Llamas. We're gonna have llamas in this graveyard. What should we name them?
I don't know. Maybe we should kill them. Maybe put some zombie horses in there.
I think llamas are cuter.
What?
I think llamas are cuter.
competition for llamas and the killing of them.
Oh, this villager stuck it here. That sucks. Okay, so 1 second, I'm on the anvil. I'm gonna look it up, I guess. Sorry. I get in honor of Umbrella Academy. I'm gonna give them weird, cool names.
What?
I said I'm gonna give them weird, cool names like Umbrella Academy. So, where is the? Oh, okay. 1 second. Sorry. I know there's an easier way to do this. I'm doing it this way. Cool. Can I make copies of stuff in my inventory? No?
Huh?
I said, can I make copies of stuff in my inventory?
What do you mean?
Doesn't matter right now. Okay. Put that there. One name. Name.
Oh my god, it's here.
I didn't know you were doing stuff.
Well, that's great.
What is that?
Respawn anchors.
The
I
what?
knew that would happen. Like,
I don't even know what those are.
what?
What are those?
Respawn anchors.
What do they do? Blow up?
No. Keep forgetting to crouch. They, respawn you in the nether.
Is it raining right now?
Yes. You can hear it raining.
Fix that. Where's the rain? Oh, 1 second off. Oh, that's just gonna keep it raining. Can you hear rain, Evan?
What? Dude, just use a command.
I don't know how. Okay, I'll try. Oh gosh. I'm really bad at commands. Oh, okay.
I'll do it.
Cool. Okay. Weather. Clear.
Just press
Square. Cool. That's a lot easier I thought it was gonna be. Okay, name one. Llama 1 will be called Klaus. Nah, I'm gonna make
You
the.
have to tell me when you're about to do that, by the way.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna name the villager Klaus. Because he's like the gatekeeper. So where's the villager? Here we go. Yo, Klaus.
What do you mean he's the gatekeeper?
Huh?
What do you mean he's the gatekeeper?
Well, he's kind of here. And like he's guarding the funeral. Give me the treasure real quick. Thank you. Sorry. I'm gonna name this one. You know what? I'm gonna name it Hazel and Cha-Cha. I want to. You know, you can just rename a name tag. Hazel. I guess it's useless since like usually you don't need to because you only get one. Sorry again, I'm about to use it one more time. And Cha. Wait, what was the name of his wife? Gertrude?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Gertrude.
You're not spelling that right at all.
How's that Gertrude? Oh, this? If it's wrong, I'll redo it, but for the time being. Let's see. Cool. You wanna know a weird way you could actually get villagers to follow you? Oh.
No, I know.
Oh, it doesn't work in Bedrock? Why is stuff not working in Bedrock? Stupid. Stuff that works in fucking Java should work in Bedrock. Okay. Okay. What should I do next? Should I make a wall?
What?
Should I make a wall?
Why?
I don't know. Weird. Not normal working? Nope, still not working. Okay. Okay. Should I make a wall like here, going out, around the village, maybe a little bit with the trees inside, going out, then around, back into the other mountain right there. That would just be tedious work, but I think it'll be really cool, right? Like build on it, make.
I mean, if you want to do it, do it.
That's what I'm asking for. Yeah. Also, crap. We gotta just stop talking about Umbrella Academy and just went back to silence. I feel like the show has my attention. I feel like it needs to work a little bit harder to keep it, because last season was really good, and like, yeah, there are a lot of elements of this show that made me really like it. I really like Klaus. I've always liked Klaus, and I like his struggle. I kind of liked Ben. I'm not really a fan of the direction they took Ben in. I'm really intrigued to find out what happens with like Allison, like Luther and stuff. That stuff storyline's kind of going weird. I'm interested in the timeline stuff because it's like, do they even exist as a team? Are they gonna get like different memories or something since they alter the timeline? Is there alternate versions of them?
They don't remember other timelines, dude. This isn't Flash. They just see the stuff that is different, you know?
I guess are they just gonna have like a Marty McFly syndrome?
Well, they're not in, like, they're in a different timeline, so it's not their universe. You know what I mean?
Oh, they just
they're not just gonna catch up in their heads, like.
I'm just asking if it's a Marty McFly syndrome of, oh, come back to the future and it's a completely different future with different experiences I've never even had. So it's a different life.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how time travel works.
Yeah, that's why I just said, and you just corrected me on it.
Well, you insisted that they would remember, and it's like new stuff, but you can't remember things you didn't experience.
Shitty farm. This place doesn't even have a farm. Look at this shit. Like a full-blown farm. This little waterfront right here. This is sad. Okay. I feel like the show needs to like, I like the show. I like Luther's kind of downfall continuing because I felt like they weren't gonna continue that.
I don't know why Luther needed to have a downfall, but
Yeah, like that's also kind of weird, but like whatever. He was having a downfall last season. I'm glad they kind of finished it, but not really. Like they didn't really give him, oh look, we're done with you now story. Like they just gave him, they just put him in a lot of other storylines. They put him in like, oh, I will say, I want to say talk about this one great scene where they met up with that time's Hargreaves, which I think is dumb, but whatever. They need to put him in the story because of the ending. But yeah, whatever. So Reginald saw them and he was like, and he just grilled out Diego, and then like when he started stuttering, that like, oh my gosh, that's just such good. That's just so good. I think Diego became like a really good star in this episode. Like he really liked the season. He was really good as like the broken hero, you know, a hero who wants to be a hero no matter what, you know.
Yeah.
Where should I put a farm? Not next to like the dead people. Oh, I guess we have a pig here too, which I guess I'm gonna name Waddles. Sorry. That's not even like a umbrella kind of thing. That's just a cute thing. You go Waddles. Waddles is the real one in charge of this graveyard. I feel like, yeah, like comparing the show to the Flash is not really like in like the CW shows is really not fair, because the CW shows don't care anymore. Like,
I was just saying that's like Flash. I meant the actual comic. I didn't mean the CW show Flash. I meant like Flashpoint, how he was like hemorrhaging because he was remembering his new alternate timeline.
I really hope this doesn't have a CW thing of we have one or two really good seasons to start and then we go straight down the trash.
Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't make sense for someone to travel back from time, right? And then like switch into their new body. So then you wouldn't remember the freaking time travel thing, you know?
Yeah.
Which wouldn't really make much sense.
That's why time travel is kind of weird in like in actual practice. How's it still raining?
Maybe it just started raining again.
How does it like this so much? I think if I press X, I just float up like creative. I do think I really do want more Dark Horse shows like this. I don't really read that many Dark Horse comics. The only two properties I know that are in Dark Horse are The Mask and this. I would like to see a Mask show. Wouldn't that be so cool?
Not really.
Like with the budget of Netflix, like have like a full-on bloody ass Mask show.
I mean, it might be cool.
Because the Mask in the comics, man, oh my gosh, flipping crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy, go right there. Oh, I just realized this joke I was making with Hazel and Gertrude, since they're both dead. Oh wow, I did not mean to make that like assumption.
Mm.
Boop, blood spots over here. Blood. Blood everywhere. Blood. Oh. Blood, blood. Bloody, bloody, blood, blood, bloody, bloody, blood, blood, bloody, bloody, blood, 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 blood. I'm your blood, 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 blood.
Um, yeah. I kind of missed Cha-Cha and Hazel because, yeah, I don't know, I just like their characters, like, I think they were fun to take on.
I I do think they kind of just didn't do anything with the whole "she's coming back for you, motherfucker" storyline. I
Yeah,
do.
it was annoying how Cha-Cha just died. Like I was expecting more of a comeback, if you will.
I think what I want from Netflix now is a bunch of spin-offs. So I really want a Hazel and Gertrude.
Actually, Klaus is getting his own spin-off called Unique Like Death. Or like some Hollywood misadventures, apparently.
It's a like Netflix is doing it.
I don't know, I think it's a comic thing.
Oh, it's a comic book thing. Okay.
Yeah. It's either that or it's both.
I really hope Hazel and Cha-Cha get their own like spin-off. Like the show. It's gonna be a show called Hazel and Cha-Cha, and like it's a spin-off about like it can be like a one-season spin-off. It doesn't really have to be anything bigger. I think it should be Hazel and Cha-Cha basically fighting throughout time, chasing Gertrude. You know, like
Why would they be chasing Gertrude?
I'm sorry, chasing Gertrude and Hazel. Cha-Cha chasing Gertrude and Hazel, and then you know Hazel finally his old age gets to do it, and like
Yeah, but that would like contradict the show.
how would it contradict the show? Because there was 20 years.
Hazel got shot. Yeah, you got 20 years and Cha-Cha's dead.
Well, technically, like the handler got shot, and she still survived a nuclear
Yeah, but
blast.
Cha-Cha like she didn't survive a nuclear blast.
Well, they could have saved her if they wanted to,
Yeah, but she obviously wasn't saved.
but like they could have. That's what I'm saying. Like they
Yeah,
could have
they
just
could have, but that doesn't mean they did.
like okay. I understand they didn't actually save her, but I'm just saying like they could have just said off screen, oh wow, look, since technically we didn't see her actual body there, we could just say the commission saved her at the last minute just to kill Hazel.
No, we
Cause
literally saw her blow up.
well, I'm just trying to make a storyline that actually makes sense, Evan. Stop trying to like poke a hole.
I'm just saying, like you.
I think it's fine. Like it's a fine story. Like why you gotta say, oh, Hazel's technically dead? Like I have a problem. Like
Well, not technically. What my point is, we literally saw her die. Like how we make a spin-off, because
okay, then we just like. I really think you're making this more complicated than it needs to be. You just bring her back to life. Who cares? Oh, you're stuck in there,
it
buddy.
wouldn't make sense if you just brought her back to life though. Because she's not even like she was decommissioned, not commissioned. So like, wow, the commission doesn't even have a reason to bring her back.
To kill Hazel.
Well, Hazel's not a concern anymore. Remember?
Well, Hazel still has a briefcase by himself. Like he had a briefcase with him, like at the end of with 5, and he somehow figured out information that helps 5 know that the apocalypse happens. So yeah, that still.
Maybe he just went back.
Yeah, and like again, they spent 20 years doing like let's say something beautiful. Like I feel like it's kind of a nice story if like Hazel and Gertrude were like chased around time against against the commission, or not just the commission, just Cha-Cha. Like commission uses Cha-Cha as like a okay, we're gonna kill you, but we need you to do something for us. And like Cha-Cha's like, go fuck yourself, I don't care. And she's like, oh, cool. Damn it! Come on, buddy. Go up. Swim up there. What are you doing? Swim up. There we go. Move. There we go. Okay. Whatever, you can leave. Cool. Cool. Like, what do I want to see from season 3 of... What did I want to see from season 2 of Umbrella Academy? I wanted to see Vanya become an actual good character. I want, I guess, a redemption arc, which she did have. I wanted to see Klaus do Klaus things. He started a cult. My expectations were high up, but I guess he met them. I wanted to see Ben kind of come back to life. I thought they were going to do something like that, but I guess they brought him back to life.
They kind of didn't.
Didn't they, though? Honestly, I did not think that was Ben when they first showed him in the show, like in the end of the Sparrow Academy.
Well, I kind of saw it.
I didn't see it, honestly. Like I guess the facial hair threw me off.
I guess like I just made the correlation since Ben had like a picture there. I figured, you know, he's probably still alive in this timeline.
I think Allison and Luther were a lot better in this season than they were in season 1. Like, I don't know, I just didn't like Luther because, like, he, for some reason, locked up Vanya, which technically caused the apocalypse, not her.
Yeah.
But then, you know, they redeemed him by basically having him be kind of, like, stop trying to be the leader. Like, yeah, Diego's the leader. Diego and Five are the leaders. Stop trying to be the leader, Luther. We know you're not the leader.
Well, he was designated as a leader.
Yeah, but he was never meant to be the leader. He's kind of always been the muscle. I also do like the fact that Five did try like multiple ways to like try multiple ways to find a way to like try to get to the 2019 before, you know, the thing. I also love how the commission kind of killed this only chance to even like try to reassemble the timeline. You know?
Yeah.
I guess like one big plot hole I guess you can like make is like, why didn't Hazel just go back to when Klaus first dropped? Since they technically know when he first dropped, they could have just done that. But like, screw you, this is better. It's like, this is like months and years after everyone's already kind of assimilated to the timeline, which kind of makes weirder sense, because doesn't that make Klaus the oldest one now?
What do you mean?
Isn't Klaus, okay, besides Five, isn't Klaus now the oldest one since he's like years ahead of them?
What do you mean?
Well, he arrived in 1960, so like, and like everyone arrived years later.
So he's like a year or two older at most, you know.
Yeah, he's like by a year is older than Diego. He's definitely older than like.
He's not older than Five.
Well, no one's older than Five because Five's like 60 or whatever.
think he's like 50 something.
Huh?
I think he's like 50 something.
Whichever. Maybe I should rename the page as someone who's dead.
Kobe.
Huh?
Nothing.
Did you say Kobe?
Maybe.
Gross.
Is that gross? What? That wasn't an answer.
I said what?
No.
I said that's gross, Evan.
How is that gross?
Cause it's too soon. He's like, I'm talking about like fictional dead characters, not like actual dead people.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not even like a good joke.
He is dead.
Huh? I should put a bed in there. One aspect of Umbrella Academy I think they do really well is how to properly have all the characters put into a storyline. Like, having them go on missions is really a really fun aspect of the show. I really wish they did a little bit more. Like, I love when, like, all of them went to the missions. One criticism I do have, I think you might have too, Evan, is that they really didn't give Klaus anything to do.
Yeah.
Like, in the season end of the show, when, like, the Swede killed the handler, going Klaus was like, who is that guy? I was like, okay, why is Klaus not in any, like fighting scenes? Like, in the beginning of the show, they seamlessly brought him into the action by making him what he should be doing, bringing dead people and making basically an army. Like, why is he not doing that? He had 3 years to perfect his stuff.
Seriously.
Why is he
and
not?
he supposedly did.
Like, he did it.
He's just so, like, he just doesn't use it.
Yeah, he did it with Ben. Like, he literally brought Ben, like, a physical form in, like, that bar or whatever. Like, why couldn't he do that with other dead people? He did that with, like, some dead...
Well, he can, which is why it's so disappointing. Like, they really just don't focus on Klaus, like, at all.
Like, they give Klaus, like, character time, but he's, like, a good character, but he doesn't do anything. Like, I want Klaus to do stuff. Like, he's only doing, like, the fun stuff. Like, oh, look, he's going to a party. Like... I don't know. Like, that's a really big problem, because it's like, well, why is he not in the action? Because he would be really useful in action, you know?
Yeah.
Like, the biggest contribution he has into the show, like, is that technically he saves Vanya, but really it's Ben who saves Vanya, not him. I wish I could put, like, stuff in between, like, metal blocks. Metal blocks? Metal blocks. Yeah. Let's put something else in there. Yeah, that's why I feel like a complete of the show I have. I love the show. I just feel like I want the characters to do cool stuff. Like, maybe that's the entire point of getting Klaus as a character who doesn't really fight. He has other people fight for him. But, like, then you eliminate the relationship with Ben, so then he has to, like, basically do everything by himself, and Ben doesn't do anything until, like, episode 9, which kind of sucks. Like, he literally doesn't do anything until, like, episode 9 or 8.
He kind of needs Ben.
Yeah. But, like...
Or at least a ghost.
Exactly, and also they kind of rob the show of any interaction with Ben when you don't have Klaus, who has the ability now to, like, fully, like, give a body to, like, Ben. Like, they don't let him do that, so Ben has to take over his body. That's, like, super weird. Why not just have him show himself to the rest of the guys? Like, that feels like a way better way to end the show, end his character, you know? Or this version of Ben. And we're gonna get Sparrow's Academy, which I'm sure is gonna be just basically, like, the opposite of whatever the characters are. So, like, Luther's is gonna be, like, some super smart dude or something. And, like, Allison's is gonna be, like, I don't know, a
Well, I'd
mime.
imagine it wouldn't be the same characters
No,
because
I'm just
from
saying
the
they're
Umbrella Academy wiki that I saw, like, it's different people that he felt were going to be more useful than the team he saw back in 1960.
Yeah, because they like were basically stupid.
They were very incompetent.
Yeah. Which
What?
yeah, no, nothing. It's just that it's like that's a whole other problem. I think is like a different problem, but like I feel like the world building is like weird because you never fully address the fact of, oh wow, look, it's a different version. Like, I don't know. I'm semi-excited for Sparrow Academy. I would be more excited if Sparrow Academy was like something else and not like, oh look, Sparrow Academy is a different league of heroes that have not been, but Reginald's still dead, but it's a different league of heroes, but they're
No,
kind
he's
of
not
assholes. Something along that line.
He didn't need to be dead.
Huh?
He didn't need to kill himself in this universe. So they weren't as incompetent.
I'm just not like a fan of the story element of let's get rid of the heroes for like a year or something, and then when they come back, everyone thinks, oh, we don't need them, they're trash, and then it's like, okay, we give up. Like that's the storyline it seems like they're going in. Like that's the storyline I'm afraid Archer's gonna go in, because that seems like what's going to happen, because Archer was in a coma for like 3 years. That seems like what's gonna happen, because it seems like what the writers say is gonna happen. That's the story like they're going with. Like there's an episode of Timmy Turner that has that same exact plot line, and it's dumb because it doesn't have a reason for doing it other than I think the world will be better without me, and then he's right, and then makes him feel bad, and that's the episode. There's nothing else to it. Like there's not that much where to go when you have, oh look, these characters are better than these one. That's the storyline I feel like it's going for, and it feels really like, okay, I get it, they're not the best team, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's way too soon for the, oh look, these characters suck season, you know? Like Flash tried to do it in season 3, that basically derailed the entire show, like, because they made Flash seem like a villain way too quick into the show.
Well, no, they just pointed out the stupid stuff he did.
Yeah, and like they did, like, it was poorly executed. Like at least when Arrow did it, it was kind of good. Like it made sense because it was like 4 or 5 seasons deep into the show, so it's like, oh okay, I understand why. Because the only thing I've seen him do for like the past season is be kind of an asshole. Like, yeah, the Umbrella Academy's made mistakes, but the only time they made mistakes is when they really need to. Like, season 1, they jumped because, well, the world's ending, and they really couldn't do anything about that because they didn't know how the world was ending, so they couldn't stop it from ending unless, you know, they just went, and like, they couldn't have a briefcase, so they had to do one last-ditch effort, like, jump. That was the point of that, okay? So then you have... But like, no, like I guess they messed up some stuff in 1960, but like, what did they really mess up? Like everything ended up the same anyways. The only people who really died were assholes, you know? Like
yeah, I mean,
they're incompetent, but that's the like I don't know. They have the whole season of these characters suck is kind of like a season directional that I feel like really needs a lot of work, and I feel like the show really is going to need to put like all the effort into that storyline to build it to make it, okay, I fucking hate these characters, I'm giving up on the show, you know?
yeah.
Because like that's what happened with Flash. They were like, okay, let's fucking bag on Barry for making dumbass mistakes, and then yeah, I started to hate Barry in season 3, because who else was gonna be the villain? The villain was literally Barry Allen that season, and I hate both of them equally. They were both assholes in that season, and I don't like it. Like they didn't even have the balls to actually have a elongated Flashpoint so I can enjoy Flashpoint. No, it was a one dumb episode bullshit. And like,
not even a full episode. It was like half an episode.
Like,
and then he went back. It was like,
I'm like off tracking a little bit, but like that's the storyline it seems like they're going for, right? Like the whole you guys were a failure, and so I'm doing something better. Like Reginald, it was your fault. The whole problem was, oh,
it was
let's
literally all you that did that.
Like, exactly.
That's
like,
why they turned out like that.
You separated them and stopped training them. Why'd you do that, huh? Like, that was the whole problem. You separated them and stopped.
Also, I mean, he was like a dick the whole series and their childhood.
Like, he's acting like he's gonna probably be like, "Oh, you guys suck," and then
He
they're
was
like,
a
"Oh."
terrible father, and then expected them to be perfect children.
Like, the whole, like, I'm really can't wait to be like, oh my gosh, I called it, because I really don't want to be like that. I really want to be wrong, guys. Please prove me wrong, Netflix. Don't fuck up and be like, oh, these guys suck, and that's the story. Like, no, I want more than he sucks. Like, I want, okay, they suck, but they can improve, or they suck, but they're necessary, or, like, there's nothing more than the, they suck, okay, let's keep it moving along. Like, it's just, oh, they suck. Okay, moving along. We're gonna pretend like they don't suck for the next season. And then bring it up at some points like, oh, look, they kind of suck. Okay, let's keep going. Like, ugh. I'm excited for Spirits Academy. I hope it's not that. I hope they're kind of assholes, maybe. But, like, it doesn't seem like that.
No, it kind of does. Seems like he grew a more aggressive team.
Yeah, that's what it's like in the comics, right? That's what they said. Like,
no, it's not a thing in the comics yet.
Yeah, they don't have comics, I've been told.
What?
Gross. Grosser. Did they just laugh? Oh my gosh, look at this poor guy. Fell down here. Sorry, we had like a little sound break there. Yeah, that's how I feel about how the show should progress. Ooh, more llamas! I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. Get out of the way. Spit in my face. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Come on. Okay, yeah, I feel like the show is coming down. I really don't want it to be, oh, look, another CW show, you know? That's my biggest fear. Shall we? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
what do you think I should name these llamas?
Jerry and Terry.
That's funny. I'll do that. Yeah, I don't want it to come into the CW show. Like, but besides Legend Tomorrow, which we'll discuss in a different video, because I want to discuss my love for that show so much. But yeah, like, I really don't want it to suck. And maybe my expectations were really high for the season, and that's why it's a little bit mid-tempered, and that's why I don't feel like as excited for season 3. I feel like a lot of people's hype for the show was really high, including me, so that's why I'm really kind of burnt out right now. But season 1 began really good, because they knew our expectations were high, so they put those expectations and met them, and then they kind of went a little bit, like, because they need to bring the show down and stuff, and ground it, and allow the show to be something the wanted to, like...
Shit, sorry. Just...
yeah.
Technical difficulties, I can't hear you.
Okay, there Technical difficulties, sorry. Um, Overall, the show would have been better if it was animated. Evan, your turn. I'm messing around.
Um, are you?
No, well, I think all shows would be better if they were animated, but you know, that's my opinion. Huh?
And then,
That's just my opinion. I think this show especially maybe would have been better if it was animated, but I think it would have
well,
followed.
it kind of, it's kind of based off of something technically animated. Well, not animated, but like,
Cartoon.
you know, cartoon.
Yeah, like. Okay, why does it keep doing that?
Doing what?
Did you like take your mic in and out? Like,
No,
why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Okay. That's it. Okay. Um. Yeah. So we like to a lot. Like I don't know. I'm a animation nerd. Like I don't know how to draw for the life of me, but I do appreciate and love animation. So like when I see shows like this, I think the show would have been like a little bit better if it was animated. But like again, that's a joke. I think every show would be better if it was animated. Like I think, but that's just my opinion, and like that should be taken seriously. Um, I do really like this show, and I love the actors portraying them. I liked a lot of the characters better than I liked them last season. It's an improvement. Is season 2 better than season 1? Okay, the first half of the show is a lot better than the first half of last season's show. But the ending, like the last episode of season 1, really got me going for like, oh man, I really want to see more of this. And season 2's ending got me a little bit more worried. You know?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just more anxious about how it's gonna go than it's like I'm excited to see how it's go, you know?
Yeah. Yes. I don't think I share that feeling though.
What do you think?
I'm a little excited for what's gonna happen next.
Well, regardless, the show is continuing. Hopefully, probably Netflix is probably making bankbusters off it. And hopefully we get more Dark Horse comics. I feel like Dark Horse is a really underrepresented brand, especially compared to Marvel and DC. So to have have their flagship show really be Umbrella Academy is really good. I think it's a really good idea to have a flagship show for a comic book series, like a team show, since you have a lot of characters to like develop with them. And honestly, guys, I really love how everyone looks in this season. Like, I love everyone with long hair. I think Allison would look better if her hair was dyed like it is in the comic book, because it looked really dope. But, like, I do like her hair in this one. Like, the only one that doesn't really have that big of a change is Luther. I guess, yeah. I kind of wish he had, like, a big bushy beard. But...
Well, he did at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, but they didn't really finish it. I really wish he actually had, like, a really big bushy beard. To be like, give off that fuck you, I don't give a shit vibe that he was going with in the beginning of the show. Klaus looked awesome with his hello and goodbye hands. And his no shoes, which apparently is comic book accurate. I don't know what that's about. I think he didn't have shoes in season 1, but...
No, he did.
Huh?
Pretty sure, yeah, he did.
So, as the comic book master of Umbrella Academy, no one else has read more Umbrella comic books than you, Evan. No one in the world. No one in the world, Evan.
Not true at all.
No one in the world. You've read comic books, even like the guys who made Umbrella Academy, never even seen before because of your immense fan fiction that has been world renowned. How do you feel about Umbrella?
You're making me look stupid, right?
No, I'm just joshing you. Sorry. Rating the season, 8.5 out of 10. There were moments I really enjoyed in the show, and moments I genuinely laughed in the show. It's not a thriller comedy; it's more of a drama than a comedy. But moments like that really help the show progress, and I think the story throughout was really good. Like, it didn't go as off track as I'm making it seem like it did. It did not go off track. What do you think? What do you think, Evan?
Pretty much the same thing, actually. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, again, comment down below, and you will be entered into this graveyard thing I'm gonna do. If you want, you can even choose a color, and I'll make your tombstone that color. Yeah, so comment, and yeah, comment your favorite character, and comment your favorite character and what your favorite color is from the show, or favorite moment or whatever, and I will make sure to put you in this graveyard. See you later, guys. Next time oh yeah, next time, guys, we're gonna be putting this entire village in a bottle. Bye! No, we're not, but bye.